Hello, welcome to another episode of Black Ice 73. I am Black Ice 73. Man, I gotta tell you, when they said some wild stuff going out there in California, up in the Hollywoods and all that kind of area, it really is. These in this video I'm about to tell you about, it's a thing called NXIVM. I know you're like, what the hell is NXIVM? That's the same thing I said too. But NXIVM was because the people who was in charge of NXIVM, they're in prison. They're in prison for racketeering. They're in prison for they're in prison for being a sex cult. They're in prison for being a sex cult. This one man and some of his friends, they were getting young ladies out in the Calabasas and Hollywood area, and they were branding them as slaves, sex slaves. This young lady who I'm about to talk about, her mom was one of she might be still the A-list celebrity, but her daughter India, she joined the sex cult. You know you hear about the Illuminati and you hear about Scientologists and you hear about all these kind of strange stuff, and you hear about the strange stuff that some people supposed to go through in the movie industry and in the music industry, about how they're supposed to men sleeping with men and women sleeping with women just to get a deal and stuff like this. You hear about it, but you don't have a lot of people don't. But people don't talk about it. There don't be no proof. But this NXIVM, these people was the real deal. These people were branding people as property. They were branding people. They're talking about it now. This young lady, she's 29 now. But at the time when she joined, she was 19. I'm going to read you the story. But it really is some freaky, wild stuff going on in the United States among some of the richest of rich children. And the richest of rich. Well, how these children, not children, these adults, they ain't no children, these are grown ass people who get caught up in kind of cults. And according to this young lady, she said they had them sleep deprived. When they first joined, they had them down there starving. They were torturing it. According to her, they were being tortured mentally. You know that Stockholm syndrome? They said it seemed like this was part of their initiation. When they were so down and out, but when they started getting help from the people, they started basically glorifying them. Started doing what it said. Because this lady said her first mission when she joined the NXIVM, they told her to seduce the founder. So go in there and seduce him. They said this man was having a field day with these young ladies. There wasn't girls. All of them were 19 and above. So he was having a field day with them, having sex with them. All because they want to try to fit in into some secret society. When they joined this secret society, according to her, they ain't know the secret society is gonna be this way. They said the young lady said when she first in her initiation, said she was held down by 4 ladies. Said 2 ladies on each one. Well, had 2 on the arms and 2 on the legs, and they put a brand on her, like she was a heifer. You know, that's another name for a cow. Like she was a heifer. Branded her. She was a sex slave. In the 2000 people in the United States of America, in the United States of America, in 2018, 2019, these people were sex slaves. They weren't kidnapped. They said, they were talking about how they were being manipulated, stay away from the families, their loved ones, their friends, just be around them. They were talking about how they had nude pictures of them saying we'll expose you to the public if you try to step out of line, or we'll ruin your family. Man, I'm trying to get y'all to sink this in. Get this to stick in. In 2000, I'm saying 2018, 2019, these people was actually sex slaves. And they came from a well-to-do household. These wasn't broke people like myself. It wasn't nobody just. These people was 7 figures and above parents who put themselves in a situation. This young lady said while she was in there, I'm gonna get to that part, but one of the Hollywood elites, I guess you want to call him Hollywood elites, he was her master. He was her master. And this young lady, like I said, this young lady mom was one of the a celeb. She's a celebrity. Her mom is a celebrity. There ain't no was a shit. Her mom is a celebrity. Man, you want to be part of some shit so bad that you become a sex slave? In 2018, you're still a sex man. Come on. You got to be smarter than God. That's why I'm glad I'm not a part of no organization. Mason, nothing. I'm not part of nothing. Only thing I'm part of is I'm a Navy vet. I'm in the Brotherhood of the Darn Veterans. That's it. We ain't got to do no, got to serve in the military. It's a chance you might get killed. But God done. We volunteering for this mess. We volunteer to be a veteran. We volunteer to be no sex slave. A sex slave. I don't say that so many times. But this is the 2000 people. This is in the late 2000s. This was a few years ago when these people was a sex slave. I'm going to go ahead and read you some of this article right here. The name of the code was NXIVM. Capital N, capital X, capital I, capital B, capital M. A name they made up, but it was the name of the code. This young lady, her name is Enya Oxburgh. And her mom played as Catherine. Well, her mom was on Dynasty. It was one of them TV shows back in the late 80s, 90s. That used to come on back in prime time. Was a hit back in the day. But her name is Enya Oxburgh. Revealed terrifying details of being physical and branded in a secret ceremony alleged for NXIVM. So in a recent interview, the daughter of Dynasty actress Catherine Oxburgh recalled her horrifying ordeals that began at the age of 19 when she joined the so-called self-empowerment organization NXIVM, which she claimed in her documented into the master slave sorority offspring called Dots one fateful night. She quote, "I had 2 women holding my hands and my feet so I wouldn't convulse." She said the alleged initiation event was her pelvis region was branded with the initial NXIVM and DOS leader, Keith, per people. I remember crying, but not crying with pain. There was no choice to say no. Enya and the other participants, however, was unaware the cruel tattoos was representative of Keith. She quote, "We was told that it was a symbol of the elements that this was going to be the bonding experience. And then you told Good Morning America. And she said, when we were she said, we were sleep deprived, we were starved, and we was coerced. She said, you don't just decide to be branded, you're coerced into being branded. They said, according to witnesses in court documents, Keith blackmailed women to be part of the DOS by holding collaterals such as family secrets and nude photos. The circumstances push us to our limits, to the point where you would think you was making the choice to get branded. Indian, now 29, told People. Keith also alleged groomed the slaves to eventually have sex with him. So one of my first commands was to seduce Keith. Indian told the outlet, I was told it was an assignment to make me feel less vulnerable. She went on to claim that DOS experience was simply a ploy for Keith to continue sexual abuse. She said, I would describe this sexual relationship as rape, she told Vanity Fair. Keith was found guilty of sex trafficking, racketeering, and forced labor conspiracy in 2019. You see what I'm saying? 2019. These people sex slaves in 2019, people. He was arrested in 2018 alongside Smallville actress Allison Mack, who introduced India to the DOS and alleged became India's master. Her master was a woman. Indian said she had a lot of powers and control over me, and I was scared of her, but she can't hurt me anymore. Indian told People. I think in a lot of ways she was herself as kind of a genre art character, willing to fall on the sword for Keith. Mac ended up pleading guilty to racketeering charges and told the judge at the time, I was lost, according to court document. After Keith and the high-ranking officials of NXIVM was brought in by the FBI, India managed to escape their clutches with the help of her mother, Catherine, who worked for years attempting to free her daughter. So I didn't understand that there are people out here that who will try and destroy love, destroy connection, destroy family. I would fiercely never let that happen again, and be much more watchful and mindful of people, Catherine told Vanity Fair. She said, people go well. I'll never be sucked into a cult. But quite frankly, the dynamics is very similar to a control abuse relationship, she continued. And Keith was not only a cult leader, he was a sexual predator. So you look at what R. Kelly did, you look at Epstein, the system in place that they designed in order to be able to get access to women in the same. They had enforced, they had people who developed trust of young women. The more we bring light to this kind of predator behavior and expose it, it's safer it would be for young women. The thing is, R. Kelly haven't been convicted of anything. Epstein was convicted. R. Kelly haven't. And this dude Keith been convicted, but some of y'all never heard of this story before. Never heard of this dude Keith who had sex slaves and had people recruiting people. Would it be a surviving Keith, or would it be a surviving Hollywood? They don't. So far, they haven't said what Keith was doing, what kind of job he had, was he a producer or director or anything. But Keith started a sex cult, and had women recruit. The same thing they said what happened to what Maxwell was doing. The female, who was with Jeffrey Epstein, saying that she would recruit young ladies to bring to Jeffrey. They're alleged. But this ain't no alleged right here. This is something that took place and people found guilty of. And some of y'all never heard this story right here. Some of y'all never knew there was a sex slave cult called NXIVM out there in California. But India said She eventually saw the light with the help of intense therapy and a deprogrammer. But it wouldn't have been possible without her mother unwavering support. She quote, I don't think anybody she said, I don't think anybody thinks that they could lose their life but still be here. But the reality is that my life was hijacked by the group. She explained to the people. And the fact that I get a second chance to actually just have my life and be like a normal 29-year-old and not have everything to be lost and be one of these women that is going to spend the rest of their life either in jail or under a house arrest or with the mark of Keith is remarkable to me. And I get to have this and that because of what Catherine did, her mother, Catherine, did. Now, Annie is looking forward to a healthy, happy life with her fiance and without a reminder of her days with Keith. She said, I designed a tattoo around the brand, she explained to Vanity Fair. It's a type of shape in an evil eye pointed outward. Around it said, Quono in Poa, which means still learning. For me, it's about reclaiming that part of my body so I didn't have to look at myself naked and see Keith, the initial. I see something that I want and that a place of myself. Man, holy shit, people. Man, I never thought this taking place in the United States. Not now. Back in the days, yes, okay, I thought. But now, especially since the Scientology person had a whole show talking about what they were forcing them to do. Scientology ain't got shut down yet. But this Keith dude, I'm branding him as a sexual predator and racketeer. Racketeer and everything. I know I keep on saying it, but this was in the late 2000 people. There was 2-3 years ago this was taking place. God, people, be a parent to your child. I know the parent might have been a great parent, but when they get older, they get 19, like, I want to experience things on my own. So it could have been one of those circumstances. But God damn. A sex slave? Man. Hey, people, you feel pressure to do something you don't want, don't do it. Don't do it, people. Don't join a group of people or be out there being belittled by some people just because you want to belong. Don't do it, people. It won't be the end of your life because you said, no, I don't want to join you. They want like, I'm gonna shame you, people. You tell these people like that to kiss your butt. Say, kiss my butt. I don't want to be part of that mess. Hey, I'm glad India made it out. I hope the other ladies getting the same kind of therapy and that same as India done have. I hope they're getting the same kind of help. But people, God damn, you don't have to belong in everything, people. You don't have to belong to everything. Hey, thank you for watching the video. Talk to your family. Talk to them person. Everybody got that person in your family like who like weak-minded, think they belong to everything. Talk to them. They might resist, and once they resist and say, I'm a grown person, let them be. Let them be. Hey, you did your part. You try to talk to them. Let them be. You know, can't save everybody, people. But try. Do your part, try. And they try to tell you to stop my business, stay out of it, okay? Hey, thank you for watching the video. I hope y'all have a great Tuesday. Y'all be safe. Y'all take care of yourself. Drink that water, people. Drink that water. That's the fountain of youth right there, water. I hope you have a nice day. Now I'll talk to you later.